Sometimes you just need some Taco Bell. Oh my goodness, it's the end of week 3. Week 2 of vlogging. End of week 3. It's gone by fast, but it's also kind of slow. Like at school it's slow, but like when I'm planning for the lessons I'm doing at school, time goes by like that because I don't have time to get anything done. But somehow I do. And I'm very proud of myself for that. Pat myself on the back. But it's the end of another week, and I do still have a lot of stuff to do. One day I'm gonna come on here and be like, I don't have a lot of stuff to do. I'm just gonna chill. I doubt anytime soon, but so basically today we were testing, and so we just sat there and watched them take tests. And my co-op didn't really communicate to me whether or not we needed to create like a review game or something. And so I just kind of assumed I assumed he was coming up with something. 2, I assumed we were just gonna go straight into the test type of thing. But so I asked him today if he wanted me to come up with something for the review, and he was like, yeah, if you can find a Kahoot or do something. So I was like, alright. And so I didn't have time to come up with a Kahoot in 30 minutes because I actually like 30 minutes for a class to I start. But I did write down some questions. So the first class I went through and just kind of like call and response, which if my supervisor would have seen me do that, she probably would have been like, yeah, you gotta fix some stuff, because that was pretty awkward. But I asked them questions and listened to their answers / told them not what was on the test, but like told them to answer the question. It wasn't really good, but it was an honors class, so they understood what was going on. And so we ended up taking the test and everything, and it was fine. The next class, I had time to make a Kahoot. While the last class was taking the test, I made a Kahoot. And so it was 15 questions, and I didn't come up with a do now, so basically as they came in, it was supposed to be get on Kahoot because the code's up there. Some of them didn't get the hint because that class is my difficult class. And so it was real rough starting, and I kind of got annoyed with one of the students because he was looking at the test, and I was like, of course they're sitting up on the counter, but why are you messing with stuff on the teacher table? And he's like looking at the test. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, put that down. And then he was like snatched away from me, like, and telling me not to snatch it from him. And I was like, excuse me? Like, this isn't yours to begin with, so put it down type of thing. He's like, you're going to give it to us anyways to take the test. And I was like, yeah, but it's still not yours. Like, I was pretty annoyed. He was just kind of annoying the whole class too, but we got through it, and he finished his test. We'll see what the grades are. But a lot of the students in that class didn't feel comfortable taking the test for some reason. Like, we did a lot of cool activities to get them to do stuff or to get them to learn the information. But they were like, yeah, I wasn't ready. And then someone came in like, we have a test today? And I was like, it's been on the board like every day. Like, there was a test this week. At the end of the week. Like, how do you not know that? So needless to say, some of them were caught by surprise. But we'll see how that works out for them. But yeah, so I basically just graded while they were doing the test, and like looked at them, looking at their tests, / looking at me, / looking at other people's tests. Like I can't tell that they're cheating. But none of them really were cheating. They're just some straying eyes that made me wary. But yeah, so we did that, and then in sociology class, we watched the rest of Remember the Titans, and a lot of the people were surprised. Spoiler alert, one of the main characters gets in a car accident, and so a lot of them weren't here the last time we watched Remember the Titans. And so they like started halfway through the movie, and that's like maybe 20 minutes before the car accident happens. And so they're like, wait, you didn't say there was gonna be a car accident in this movie and stuff. And I was like, well, I was gonna spoil and tell you everything. You gotta watch it and answer the questions. And so it was fun listening to their commentary on the movie as it was going. But we finished that up and it was good. But we gave them like 2 weeks to complete an assignment they had to do for our class, and none of them, like maybe 2 of them had it to turn in. And I'm like, we told you this was an assignment that's going to be due this week, like last Monday. And so now my co-op extended it for them for Tuesday, and I'm like, y'all need to get it together. But yeah, so that's how today went. It wasn't really run-of-the-mill, but it also wasn't really anything extraordinary. So we'll see how the rest of next week goes. But yeah, so gotta finish my pre-test for my impact study, because we test what their knowledge is in the beginning, and then we teach them stuff, and then we test with a similar test at the end for our impact study. And so I have to make that up and submit it to my supervisor by tonight. I already made one in my unit plan, but I need to brush it up a little bit and make some changes, so I gotta do that tonight. I gotta actually come up with the materials for my lesson plans I'm doing next week, and then I have to come up with my sociology lesson plan this weekend as well. So, but the priority tonight is the pre-test, and then we have to also put like the implementing instruction thing for the unit plan. So basically what the lessons are in the unit, the materials needed, all that stuff. So I gotta try and finish that tonight, do my pre-test. I gotta do a weekly reflection, and that's all I'm doing tonight. But tomorrow I gotta get through lesson plan stuff, and hopefully I can start working on the next week's lesson plan and be a little bit proactive. But we'll see how far we get. I'm gonna go finish my Taco Bell, because yes, that was actual Taco Bell in the beginning of this video. And I will talk to y'all later. So make today great, and have a good weekend.